This is the 2017 British Columbia Property Assessment Overview. Prepared for you by us, BC Assessment, your trusted source for property assessment information. 2017 property assessments are based on property values as of July 1st, 2016. So if you own property in BC, your property assessment will be mailed to you in January. So look for your assessment in the mail. There are some interesting facts to consider for 2017. For example, the total number of properties within BC has increased to over 2 million, a 1% increase from 2016. The total value of all real estate has increased to almost 1.68 trillion. That's a 25% increase from 2016. And the value added from new construction, subdivisions, and rezoning alone is about $25 billion, a 24% increase from 2016. Let's take a look at some highlights in BC's regions. Starting in Greater Vancouver, where 2017 increases are quite dramatic. A typical urban residential single detached home is up 20 to 50% compared to last year. Urban residential strata units also rose in the 15 to 35% range. And Greater Vancouver's highest assessed home is $75.8 million for 2017. Greater Vancouver's urban commercial properties are also up significantly, with typical increases in the 15 to 30% range for 2017. Next stop, let's head further south. Here, we have included southern parts of Metro Vancouver, such as Richmond and Surrey, along with the usual Fraser Valley communities. Typical residential single-detached homes have increased by 30 to 50%, with changes of 20 to 30% in rural areas. Similar to other parts of the Lower Mainland, residential strata units have experienced an increase of 15 to 30% compared to last year, and commercial property increases are in the 10 to 35% range. Now let's head further east to the Thompson-Okanagan region, where typical residential homes increased anywhere from 0 to 15% in urban areas and 0 to 20% in rural areas. Changes to commercial property assessments are generally in the -5 to +15% range. Next stop, let's head over to the Kootenay-Columbia region, where typical residential homes are experiencing changes of 0 to 10% in urban areas and changes of 0 to 5% in rural areas. Commercial properties are generally changing by -5 to +5%. Now let's head north to the vast northern BC region, where residential homes have experienced changes in the range of -5 to +5% in both rural and urban areas. Commercial properties have experienced changes of 0 to 10% for both rural and urban areas. Finally, let's head back south down the coast to the Vancouver Island region, where across the island, typical residential homes have changed in the 10 to 40% range compared to last year, while commercial properties are generally changing 5 to 15%. And here's how each region's single highest assessed home stacks up for 2017. The Greater Vancouver region, $75.8 million. The Vancouver Island region, $53.5 million. The Fraser Valley region, $24.5 million. The Thompson-Okanagan region, $9.2 million. The Kootenay-Columbia region, $5.4 million. And the Northern BC region, $1.7 million. To find out more on the top valued residential properties in your region, visit the top 100 lists for each region and the expanded top 500 list for the entire province at bcassessment.ca. With our comprehensive approach and innovative technologies such as street front imagery and 3D modeling, and by using a number of information sources like building permits, land titles office, real estate transactions, on-site inspections, aerial and street front imagery, and owner reporting through online questionnaires and forms, we prepare fair, uniform, and equitable assessments. We want to make sure we give you the best customer service and most accurate information possible. So look for your assessment in the mail, arriving in January. We encourage you to compare it online to other property values in your area using our eValue BC service at bcassessment.ca. If you haven't received your assessment, or if you have more questions about your assessment after using our services, call us at 1-866-VALUE-BC. If you want to file an appeal, you need to file by the January 31st, 2017 deadline. We value conversation, so start the conversation by following us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We are BC Assessment, and we value BC.